Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Talks with TJ podcast. I'm your host, TJ, and I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited to be here. Um, we're going to be meeting up every Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you like what I have to say, join me every Friday. I'll be happy to have you here. Um, this is a new adventure for me. Um, Very new adventure. So I just wanted to take the time to kind of introduce myself, let you guys get to know me a little bit, talk a little bit about why I came to this point of doing a podcast. Because if anybody knows me and they know how introverted I am, this is probably like the hell. Because honestly, I was like, what the hell when it came to me when God said this to me, like, really, this is what you want me to do? Okay, no. And I ain't gonna lie, I sat on this for a long time, like years. Literally years. I've had um this inkling to do this for a long time. And I have been brushing it off. So because like I said, I'm very introverted. I'm very private. I do not really have a big social media presence. If anything, I didn't want no social media presence because I just like my privacy. I'm just not one to post everything I'm doing or, I guess I'm just old school in that way. So it's just totally out of the box for me, totally out of my comfort zone. It's stretching me in a brand new way. There is a lot of fear that goes along with this because I mean, I'm gonna be transparent on here, just so you guys know. I'm gonna be very transparent on here. I'm not afraid to express how I'm feeling. I'm very comfortable and secure with my feelings and communicating my feelings. It's taken me a long time to get to that point. So yeah, it's a lot of fear. It's out of my comfort zone. So just deal with me a little bit, But anyway, like I'm saying, I just want to let you guys get to know me and why. I mean, I guess I really have, if anything, one main reason why what pushed me to do this, and I'll get into that. But just a little backstory, like I said before, I've had this inkling for years, and I put it off. Like I was running from this, literally running from it, because I've tried to do different avenues, try to do it my way because, God gave me this idea of the podcast and I was like, I don't want to do that. I simply said flat out, I don't want to do that. That's, I'd rather do it this way and this way. So I tried doing it other ways on social media and ew, that's one, it's oh man, it just blew it right in my face basically. And honestly, it was almost like I was like, see, I told you if you just do it my way, you wouldn't have to go through this. So yeah. So yeah, I kept putting it off. I made a ton of excuses not to do this. And I know it's probably people out there like it's just a podcast, but if anybody understands, maybe my introverted peach will understand like it's not just that is just it's so much more than that. It's when you introverted, you don't want no attention. Like I don't care about people paying attention to me. I'd rather you go pay attention to something else and leave me out of it. I don't need the spotlight. Blah 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 blah. I don't need that. That's not what moves me. It's not what drives me. I don't care about the spotlight. I don't care about the attention. Go to somebody else that did. So yeah. So and I guess it was a level of fear with it. And like I said, it still is a level of fear with it, but the only way to get through fear is to get through it, right? And what did they say about fear? False evidence appearing real. Fear. False evidence appearing real. So I have to remind myself that all the time, especially if it's something that Like if I feel some fear with it, now it's like, okay, why am I feeling fear? Because if I'm feeling fear about something this small, it must be something that's significant that I need to do. So that's how I've kind of trained my brain at this point to not let fear hinder me, but propel me. So yeah, I ran from it. And it got to a point where it was nagging me, like nagging me. I mean, I don't know a better word for it besides it just nagged the hell out of me. It was on my mind all the time. And I'm like, no, 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 I don't want to do it. No, give me something else. And it got to a point where God wouldn't even give me anything else. Um, I couldn't even think of it. I shouldn't say God would give me anything, only He was giving me that. I couldn't think of anything else that I could do to supplement or take the place of doing this to satisfy God's needs. And it's like, well, no, this is it. Um, yeah, I mean, it weighed on me really bad. It really weighed on me bad, and I sit with it for years because, like I said, I let that fear of doing this really overcome me and overtake me. Um, so, whew, thinking back on that now was like, what in the world? With how I think about fear now, like, what in the hell was I doing? I could have started this a long time ago and been well into it, but we grow and we learn. When you know better, you do better, as they say. I guess that's, you know, known people know better and don't do better. So I don't know how true that is. But anyway, we digress. So I got to the point where I realized, okay, obviously this is my calling. Obviously, this is my calling because it's not going anywhere. It's only getting worse. It's only disrupting other things when it comes to my mental health because it's only so bad. It's just weighing on my shoulders so bad. So, all right, I have to find a way to accept it somehow. And m- I guess for back a lot of words, I don't know how to meet God. I want to say in the middle, but you got to meet Him all the way. But meet Him on somewhat of my terms too, where even though it's still stretching me, it's still pulling me out of the box. It's out of my comfort zone. I'm still serving the purpose that I'm meant to serve. I'm still um, spreading the word that He wants me to spread. I'm still sending out this message, from based on the things that He's brought me through. And we'll get into those stories too, because I do have stories about the things that I experienced through my spiritual journey, my financial journey, my mental journey, personal journey with, relationships, health, all that stuff. I have stories. I have stories that, my family don't even know about. Things that I've come through that my family don't even know about. Um, I just show you how introverted I am. I just, just keep it in. Um, so yeah. So I finally got to the place where I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna accept this because it's not going anywhere. It's going to keep bothering me. Like I said, it's affecting other areas of my life. Now, when I say other areas, I really mean my mental health because that's my most important area. It took me a long time to get to a place where I have good mental, what I say I have great mental health. So it's affecting my mental health because it's nagging me so much, waking me up in the middle of my sleep, you know, uh, on my mind all the time. I don't got time for this. I don't got time for this. Okay, we just gonna do it. That's what I got. Okay, we're just gonna do it. And even saying that, it's still how long did it take after that? About a year. And honestly, it's because all of that wasn't on me. Not to place the blame on other things. And this is one of the segment, lead into the other part, family things happen. I guess, and this is what I guess the last thing that really was like, okay, it's time to do this. There's no more wasting time. Um, Something very, very personal to me happened this year. Someone very, 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 very close to my heart, very close to me, passed away. My little cousin, rest her soul, Kenya. passed away in January this year. Um, yeah, she's my little cousin, but she was more like my little sister. Uh, yeah, passed away. So she got sick last year when I was finally coming to the acceptance of walking into this, and we found out that she was sick. Mm, And it was, yeah, it was bad, and it was very cheap. Pretty much, it was nothing we can do because it was her time. So she got sick. We found out she was sick right after my birthday. My birthday is in May, so around June sometime, and we got the final, the actual word prognosis of what it was, and around end of July, August, sometime, things started blurring together. But anyway, um, so like I said, not to making excuses, but that her being sick kind of delayed other things, because at that point I took the time out because I am in a situation where I do have the freedom and I guess the stability to really be there for her. I was there with her at the hospital as much as I could be while she was sick. And it's a blessing and a curse because I got to be with her the last, well, boy, I'm trying not to get emotional, but the last 5, 6 months of her life, really be there. We had a lot of good talks, a lot of good laughs. uh, Yeah. So I got to be there. Like I said, it's a blessing and a curse because, yeah, a blessing I got to spend that time with her, but it was a curse because I do have some memories of her just kind of slowly withering away. I see her body kind of wither away and her personality change a lot. So, yeah, Lord have mercy. This is this first time I've talked about this in this manner, but yeah, but just looking at her and the person that she was going through that, like, if anybody knew Kenya, Kenya was always happy and smiling. She was a go-getter. She was fearless, like, and she accomplished so much in her life. Like, she passed away on her 29th birthday, on her birthday in January. Um, but she had already accomplished so much. Like, she has accomplished more, honestly, more than me. Like, she was younger than me, but I looked up to her in a lot of ways. Like, I kind of, you know, went to her for advice on things, because she was just, her mindset was so ironclad, like nobody could penetrate. When she had an idea, she didn't care. She didn't care about the risk. She didn't care what nobody thought. She just went for it. And I love that about her. So she was fearless and she was always upbeat. I used to call her, because she said she was really introverted too, like me. But I used to call her the most what I tell her, the most how you a social butterfly and antisocial at the same time, because everybody loved her. Everybody loved her. Um, but she was my inspiration, and I didn't realize how much of a light she was to me until, honestly, until she got sick, until she was really gone. How much she really inspired me. And, it's sad to say that her death was my wake up call. Was what really propelled me. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to do it. I don't care what no one thinks. I don't care if anyone accepts it. I don't care if anyone supports it. I'm doing what God told me to do. Um, so her death really propelled me to get started because, like I said, she was so young and, like, she had accomplished a lot. She accomplished more than most people accomplish in 60 years. A lot. Honestly, she had uh, bachelor's, master's degree. She owned businesses. 29 years old, owned her own businesses. Um, and I believe she was in the process of doing something else before she got sick. And I can't even think of what it was, but like I said, she just was a go getter. And man, I'm trying, but I miss her. I do, but she inspired me a lot in her death, even in her passing. She is still inspiring me because I look at things differently now. I look at time differently now because time really does not wait for no man. You know, it really, really does not. And she is a true example of that to me. So yeah, when she passed away, I was like, I gotta get it going because I don't have time. I don't have time to waste no more. So all that other stuff is void now because I don't know. I could wake up in glory tomorrow. If you know what I mean. So, and I would have not done what I have was called to do because we do not know when the clock was, you know, she went from a very healthy, bubbly, loving person to in a matter of 6, 7 months gone. And she was very young, 29 years old. So that was my message to me. I don't know if that was what God intended with her passing. Um, I don't know, but I do know, and I have no doubt about it that she served her purpose. Um, she lived a very fulfilling life. Me and her travel. Oh my God, we traveled. That was my travel buddy. So, and even in her death now, she is still inspiring. She's inspiring me. I don't know if anybody I can just speak for me. She's inspiring me. So, um, I'm I, I'm doing this for. I hate to say doing it for her, but in a way, I am doing it for her because she was my biggest supporter. And it's time. It's time. So she always had my back, and I know she has my back now. So yeah. So we're gonna get off of that because I'm just gonna end up getting even more emotional because obviously, like I said, she just passed away January of this year, January 2023. So it's still very fresh. Still very fresh. Mm. Maybe as time goes on, maybe I can tell some more stories of her because she was a goofball. She was the comedian of the family, honestly. Honestly, she really was. So she is very, very missed. So yeah. But anyway, like I said, this was just a little bit about me, touching on me, what propelled me to come to this point of doing this podcast. So yeah, that's my little bit of my story. And I like I said, I have more for you guys. If you continue to well, if you don't, it's a but if you continue to rock with me, join me every Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with a new episode. So with that, I'm going to hop off and I will see you guys next Friday. Peace out.